Hey everyone. Thanks for joining in. So excited to start. I just want to say first off, thank you to all the supporters that have been watching us on Instagram Live. First we were under Bebecitas, having weekly conversations, and it was in the talks of being on a podcast, and now it has happened. So manifestation is real, guys.
Yes.
Super hyped. The team is here. I'm going to give a brief introduction. I also want to give a big thank you to Reflex Radio for this opportunity that we just started. Awesome. So big shout out to Joe.
Yes.
Know him
Whoop
a long
whoop.
time. And guys, if you want to tune in, call in. Today's topic briefly is going to be about online dating. I know it's pretty rough out there. So introduction
Yes.
to us. We are TV. This is our time slot. So Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern till 8 p.m. Eastern. Where we are in the time zone, our team is everywhere. So no worries about that. You can, log in, sign in. And we also have different pages. Email, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, uh, Instagram. Am I missing any?
Cash app.
Give me a second. I just lost. Can you hear
We
me,
have a
guys?
cash app.
Cash app.
One moment.
Forgot that one.
Oh, no. Can you hear me, guys, now?
Yes,
Yeah.
It
ma'am.
went out for a second. All right. So we are called TV. And Eva is the one that came up with the name. Pretty smart. Spelled T.E.A.V. TV, because we spill the tea on everything. There is no filter
Nice.
here, guys. We do not have
Ooh,
a filter. So if you easily get offended, this may not be for you. Fair
yes.
warning. But T for Tati, E for Eva, A
Hi.
for myself, Anastasia, and V for Val, also called VMAC. She isn't with us today, but she will be. Today she's in Wakanda forever.
Whoop whoop.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
Definitely a dope movie, guys. I seen it last night. So has Tati.
I
Uh,
still have to go
Yeah.
see it. I have to go see it.
yeah. Pretty fire. Loved it. Definitely go see it. All right. And so brief introduction, guys. For me, my name's Anastasia. I just turned 35. I am a Scorpio. No kids. Single wife. Uh, work from home, which is a plus. And we are basically family, Eva and Tati and I. Tati's in Hawaii. Eva is in Cali. And then
Yeah.
with Val, we work together. So does Eva actually work
Yes.
with us as well. And she's in the Bronx. So, we wanted to come together, four powerful women. We're very independent. Two of us no children. The other two do have kids. So we do have an opinion on all aspects of life. Being
Right.
single, also being single moms with children, those tribulations that, they might go through. So we're going to be hitting everything. Every week we are going to have a different topic. We're going to let you guys know ahead of time. You can also send in any request of something that you want to talk about, questions, also any stories that you want to share, or confessions anonymously. We will keep everyone's name out of it if you'd like. Um, if you guys can share the email with everyone, that'd be great. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes,
go ahead
ma'am.
and share the email
Joe,
on the live.
hold on one
I don't know
second.
why. I think it ended
Joe,
on mine.
it keeps, I guess, cutting out. Now I hear it. Can you hear me now, guys? Sorry. We got to get used
Yes.
to these tech issues. It just knocks out and then I don't hear nothing either. Like now, right now, it did. Give me,
Oh, your live ended. That's
no.
fine. I can
And the
put it
micro.
on the
I just started it
story.
again because I don't know what happened to it.
1 second, guys. No, but I don't hear them here. Eva, can you say something?
Hello.
I don't.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No.
We're just having technical difficulties right now.
Give me 1 second, guys. So sorry. How? Okay. Back on. Thank you. Appreciate it. There's no good show without any tech issues, right? All
Right.
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 Awesome. Give it away to whoever wants to introduce themselves next, and then we can start on the topic.
My name is Tati. I live in Hawaii. I'm currently in a relationship. I'm an Aries, so I'm extra spicy.
Spicy,
Um,
love it.
I have 3 kids, and I'm living that single mom life. So I'm definitely gonna be bringing you guys a different perspective as
Awesome.
far as how you navigate having children and dealing with relationships, and also dealing with your ex. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much what I feel like I'm gonna really bring to the table, because I've been dealing with it every single day.
For sure. 3 beautiful kids. Daphne is my cousin. Her
Yes,
kids
that's
are
how it is.
gorgeous. Lives in Hawaii. I haven't visited yet, but I will, promise.
Yes, yes, yes.
Go ahead, Eva, take it away.
All right, so my name is Eva, Eva the Diva. I am single and ready to mingle. No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely single.
Say it with your chest.
I say it with my throat, say it with my chest. I am 35, just turned 35. I am a Libra. I have 2 kids, grown kids. They're teenagers, but that's a whole other adventure. Also, just having them at early ages is one thing, but going through high school and kind of just remembering everything that you went through yourself, now kind of living it again with your own kids, it's kind of like, okay, so this is what I was going to deal with. So I
Right.
have that perspective on kids now, which is just the teenager lives and how crazy it is. But yeah, I love to dance, to cook, and I work a lot. I work from home and I work with clients. So yeah, that is a
Yeah,
little bit
Eva's
about me.
pretty busy. Love it. Awesome.
Okay.
And then we have Val. Right now she's in the movie. Shout out to Val, VMAC, Wakanda Forever. Guys,
Yes.
check it out. She is single as well. No kids. She's in the Bronx. She'll definitely give you guys a more of an introduction when she shows next week.
Yes.
Love her. It's going to be
The
exciting.
study about dating, online dating.
Yes, exactly. And usually her phrase is, Eva, if you
Logic.
logically Val. Shout out to Val, right?
Logically Val.
She keeps it real, 100%. All right. So, dating online. I know. Even
Look.
hearing it is like cringy, cringy. I've
Look.
been single for 3 years now on a long relationship, and I'm not really a big fan of online dating. I didn't do it at first, and then I find myself setting up accounts and then deleting them. Anyone else do the same?
I
I
haven't
mean,
done them.
I'm just gonna say, like, that's how I got married. Like, I literally met him online, and so I
Talk about it.
highly don't recommend it.
You
No,
know what?
like
To that one, let me start off
no,
with the
because at
chug.
the time, like back in the days, and I'm talking about like 2011, it was like fairly new. A lot of people were, I want to say, spending more money for these dating websites. So it was more like there was a few free ones. Tinder, I don't think was out yet, or I didn't know about it. But there was this one website called Badu, and I don't even know if it's
That
still going or
do.
not.
Oh
What is
yeah.
But
that?
yeah, my friend had introduced it to me, because she was like meeting a lot of guys on there, and just like friends and stuff, just to get to know people. Like, people were not like trying to jump your bones immediately when you contacted them. That's like something recent, more recent. But yeah, he was on there, and I met him. And the day that I met him online, I had cut all, like, my whole profile off, and I ended up just started
The
like
same
dating
day?
him.
Rewind
Yeah,
that. The
yeah.
same
So
day
I
you
met
met him,
him that day.
you
I
just
met
shut
him that
it
day.
down.
Okay. We talked online for
Mm,
like, this is so like, I highly don't recommend doing this. This is like, you could get murdered. But like, I met him that
yes.
day.
So
I was like, I'm
pause real
gonna
quick.
meet you. I
Pause real
cut
quick.
off my, yeah.
1 second. If anyone, I know that I'm on live on my personal page, guys. If you're not on tuned in, you can tune in. We're on the YouTube
You can check us out on
live as
YouTube.
well, Instagram. I know I shared it in my personal social media, so you guys can hear what they're saying. But if you can't, Daphne met her ex-husband on dating website, and the
Yes.
first day of dating, she closed her dating profile automatically.
I was like
Interesting.
done. But I was never like a big presence on social media. I'm still not. Like, social media has always been like an afterthought for me. So I was always late to MySpace. I'm really showing my age right now, to MySpace, to Facebook,
Where's
and
the
then
link for
everything else like
YouTube?
that. Yeah.
Can you
I
put
don't
it in
even
the
know
chat?
how to use the Instagram. So when I got on there, I was immediately out.
It's in our chat, Eva. In your post too.
I
That we posted the link for YouTube is there
hold
too.
on.
We're live on there if you guys want to tune in. And that's gonna be a little bit for everyone to adjust and hop on our platforms. No worries. It's gonna be up on the recordings as well if you want to watch it back. We'll talk about spicy things. There is no filter here, and this is not pre-written, so we're just going on a whim, guys.
Going with the flow.
Whatever we say is how we say it. Also, I want to let you know, since we are TV giving the tea, definitely have a cup or a drink. Right now, don't have a cup, but I do have a White Claw. So I encourage you guys go get a drink, bring it to the table as we're talking. Sooner we are gonna have our own cups. I promise you, there won't be tea in my cup. But hey, I'm all for it, guys. All right.
Let's see.
But continue, Tati. Did you want to finish your story?
So I did meet him online. So I didn't have a bad experience because we did start dating from it.
Mm-hmm.
The bad experience was after when I got to know him. So I mean, it did work. I think, but nowadays when I look at dating websites in general, it seems like more of a hookup thing. It's not really, not that there's not people on there looking for something,
Mm-hmm.
but it's geared more to that instant gratification of just sleeping with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of, I mean, if I wasn't dating someone already, if I had only online, because when we were in the pandemic or whatever, and we were all at home, that's kind of the only way you could reach out to meet new people at the time because we weren't really going out or nothing.
Right.
So
Oh,
if I
for
was in
sure.
that headspace, I don't know exactly if I would be doing the online thing necessarily.
That's when all the babies came out. The babies.
Yeah.
And these
Now-
babies,
What else
let me
could
tell
you
you,
do?
they're a whole different kind of baby
They
from
are.
COVID.
They
Really
came
smart.
out with skills. They came out
Oh,
like
the advanced. These pandemic babies, let me tell you, insane. But you're right, Tati. During that time, you can't even go out. You need a social interaction. People are hopping on more during that time. Not really me though. I was working. I had a different job, essential worker at the time. But
I remember.
yeah, working for some security there for Port Authority. That was fun. Um, but I think I was taken back when you said that you just cut off your profile the same day. Because
yeah.
like what was it, right? That gave you that like, oh, you're for me. Like I
This
don't
is
even
it.
want to talk to nobody else.
He was the type of person that was very charismatic. So when you have a personality like that, I think that's something that's always been attractive to me.
Mm.
I'm not so much of a physical person that I look at somebody physically. It has to be something about their personality that really draws me towards them. And the
So
fact
looks
that he
don't
was
matter.
so charismatic and everything, I was just like, you know what? Because I was genuinely looking for somebody at the time. So my intention was not to be on the dating site and just continue to date like that. Not that I haven't done that before, but at that particular point in my life, I was really looking to try to be with somebody. So I don't know. He
Charismatic.
just,
So looks
yeah.
don't matter at all. At all.
It does matter to a certain point, but I mean, have you seen my ex? I don't know if it matters.
She's like, as long as they have a good personality.
Listen, we're gonna do a poll on him.
As
and
long
tell
as they
me,
give
does
me the
looks
heartbeat,
matter?
I don't care what they look like. Right? I hear you though. I mean, everything happens for a reason. You were blessed with 3 beautiful children though.
Yes,
So shout out to
yes,
the ex for that. Nothing else.
yes.
But
Nothing else. Absolutely not. And what I learned is don't give an ugly man a chance.
don't give up. You heard that, ladies? Don't give an ugly man a chance.
Yo, they have the
Don't give an ugly
audacity.
man a chance.
But let's talk about it though. Like there's men that super fine and are a piece of shit.
Yes.
So
We were
where's
just
the
having
medium?
that discussion earlier too. It's these guys, especially. I think you know what, social media is what boosts their ego, and the thing is that they're doing a persona of who this guy is on social media, but once you get to know that person, it's completely different.
I agree.
Completely different, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, so where was this guy Because now, like, I'm starting to learn who this person is not the same thing. Now we're not vibing. Like,
And then
what's
you have to
going
remind
on?
them, like, hey, the only reason I talked to you is because you were this way and that way. Now,
Okay.
whoever you're showing me, like, that's not what I want. So,
And I think
what are we
that
doing here?
has to do a lot right now with trying to just show a woman to like get their attention. Like, hey, look, like I am this person. I'm sweet. I'm kind. I'm whatever. Gaslighting you in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, once they know they kind of got you in the bag, then they're like, oh, well, this is the real me. Like, I'll see you around.
Exactly. It's
Mm.
honestly just really mind blowing. The stuff that happens on online dating, or the messages that are sent. Wild.
Yes.
Who raised you?
Yes.
Let's talk
Yes.
about it. Who raised you? You just send inappropriate picture, not even a conversation. Send
Right.
you know, here's my number, FaceTime me right now. Sir. What?
There was
It's insane.
this post on TikTok, and this girl had put um I guess you can message each other on Tinder, and this guy had reached out to her, and he asked her a simple question, just like, what are you looking for? It was just a regular question you would ask anybody. And she said, I'm just looking to go on a date, kind of see, kind of fill it out. I'm not looking for anything too serious, like something just very basic. And this man wrote her a whole ass book talking about, that's why I don't mess with y'all bitches. Y'all think that I immediately gotta pay for the food. He was so
What?
offended. Like, bro, just tell me you're broke without telling me, because at this
Just
point,
say
like,
it,
yeah,
right?
just say it. I respect you more. Like, but like, this is the audacity that these men have, that immediately they're like, they want us to put out something, or, and I'm not saying that she wouldn't be willing to go half on a bill, but like, I feel like, what happened to us going on dates and actually, where's that type
Chivalry.
of person that'll actually take you on a date and get to know you first? What is this expectation that we have to put out, or we have to show or prove to these men too? Like, I, like, I'm just like, I'm dumbfounded. I
And I feel
was
you. That
like,
reminds
man.
me. That reminds me of when I had the guy message me. I know you guys know this story, but for everyone listening, a guy messaged me that he wanted to take me on a date. Park, maybe in the daytime. All right, I don't know you, right? Then switched it to nighttime. Not meeting you there, sir. You could be a serial killer. You got me fucked up. So I'm like, we can meet in a restaurant, pretty public place. And the response was, "Oh yeah, perfect, but you're not ordering anything. Maybe water. How about that?
Maybe water
Maybe
is for
water."
me.
First of all, I make my own money. I pay my own bills. If I want to get
Yeah.
something, I'm gonna get it. No one's gonna sit here and tell me what I'm gonna do. And that already was like, water, sure. Fuck out of here. Bye. We don't gotta talk. And it's just really shocking how these men really interact online. And I don't even remember the last time, if there was a last time of someone interacting in person, right? You're in a grocery store, or you're in like Barnes and Nobles or in the mall.
Mhm.
When was the last time that a man went up to you to introduce himself and be like, you know what, I want to take you out? I honestly can't even remember at all.
I don't
What
even
about you
know
guys?
one time. I'm like, am I scary looking? Like, am I scary to approach? No, because I wonder this all the time. Like, I've never been actually approached in that way. I've always been the aggressor. And I'm like, is it because you're Aries? Probably. But like, if I like something, I'm going to let you know that I like you. Like, even the person that I'm dating right now, I was the initiator on I like you. It was
Got it.
never him. I've always been the aggressor. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe I'm just impatient.
Rar.
I can't wait.
Maybe, right? Don't mind
You
me, guys.
said
I
rar.
do see some comments in, but I'm pretty blind, right? And I don't have my glasses today.
I was trying to
Uh,
join something. Do you want me to just
can you
join your
guys see it?
live?
Let me see what happened on.
Can you
No,
guys see the
let me.
comments
Well, I'm not on your live, so let me
on the
join
YouTube?
your live with you.
I'm also gonna bring in the guy's perspective on online dating, which Joe's gonna come on in a couple minutes
Okay.
and share his perspective as well. We're definitely gonna go in depth next week. So you guys,
Yeah.
if you have any personal stories of something online that happened to you, if you ended up in a relationship, if you ended
Send
up
me a
married, like
request.
Tati, please send in your stories. Or give
Don't be
us
like
next
me.
week. I want to hear it. Any crazy ones? Any one night stands? We're all here for the tea. We get real spicy, so no holdbacks.
So
I
let
don't
me
know if
ask
I've
you
ever
guys.
had it online like that.
You haven't? So you guys haven't
Um,
been. I'm trying to wonder, like, when you guys do the online thing, what is the expectation of when the guy expects to get some like booty, booty?
I feel
Is
like a
it
lot of guys
immediately? Is it
want it
after
immediately.
the date?
I feel
Tati,
like
accept my request
on where?
and Instagram.
Oh, got you. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Am I on it? Okay.
You can join it too,
Yeah, you guys can go on.
Tati.
Sorry, guys. Let me. As you're telling your part, Dottie, I'm gonna try to look
No,
into
I'm
the
just trying to
laptop.
ask right now, if when you are talking to someone online, what was your experience as far as when the conversation got more sexual on that level where
Oh.
they're asking you now, I want to sleep with you? Is it almost instantaneously before you even meet up with this person? Is it happening once you meet up with the person? Because it seems like it's almost like a requirement now. Like people don't date anymore.
I'll
It
be
seems like
honest.
yeah.
And Nasty WLC has posted some comments on this topic on the YouTube stream, and one of them is, let me get close, guys, because I'm a blind. So sorry.
I request
I
that.
think people aren't comfortable enough in their skin, right?
Right.
Right.
And comfortable enough to be honest up front. That's how it happens. Oh, hello, Joe. Thank you for joining.
First of
Finally.
all, I don't never do sit-ins like this. It's because I
But
fuck with y'all.
We
no,
love y'all.
so shout out to Joe, right? He
Yeah, shout out to me.
gave us the
Yes.
opportunity to be on here. Super hyped about that, right?
Thank
That
you.
it's been in the talks, but it's finally happening, which is crazy, right? So manifestation is real, guys. We've been
Plus,
talking about it for a long time, and now
plus
it's
you have to
happening.
tell them that after this, you're gonna be on Spotify, Apple, all of that. So if they miss this,
Oh yeah,
hopefully
Definitely go
future-
back.
Yeah, you guys can check all of the episodes.
of course. This is why I have you here to remind me.
This
This
is
is
true.
my first time. He's used to this. I'm not.
Yeah,
But
You're introducing us to the world.
Yeah,
exactly.
listen, the
There you go.
content is gonna have a good viewership. I like what you're talking about already.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of different things. We want to have an open floor to everything and anything,
Mhm.
no filter at all, because I
Mhm.
just feel like then you're not being your true self, right? However you want to talk
Right.
about it, talk about it. Everyone has their views and feelings. We are here, and the way we look at people is that we're all human. We're the same. I don't see any differences. Doesn't matter what color you are. So
I agree.
hitting on all different topics,
Hmm.
and I don't know if I know that Tati and Eva know. And Val's on the stream. Shout out to Val. She said, "Hey guys."
Woo woo.
Yeah, I got
Hey.
you. Since you didn't do no sound effects, I got you.
Appreciate it. I gotta learn now, right? I gotta know how to do these sound
Look, I
effects.
got you. Me.
Oh,
Pop your gunshot cherry right here. Look. Up one.
oh,
Hey.
there you
Hey.
go.
Hey.
That's the one I'm leaving on. Now you actually lit.
Hey, look at
There
that
we go.
learning.
There we go.
I know you guys know, but if anyone else doesn't know, Joe and I know each other a very long time.
Yeah.
Probably since I'm like 13 years old, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school.
And now I'm
So,
35.
yeah.
20
Long
years.
time.
Great friends. So I love to hear your perspective on online dating, even though I know you probably haven't done it in a long time, but
Wait, so
have
what is
you?
exactly? What's the question? Like,
What
what's
is
my
your
opinion on it?
perspective on? Yeah, we're gonna get more in depth next week. But what is your perspective on it? How is it now in these times with online dating?
I feel like the weirdos make it difficult for
The
you to really
weirdos.
appreciate how, because online dating is actually a good thing because you get to know people without having to actually go see them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could kind of get like a perspective with somebody, like they're a good dad. You always see them with their kid,
Mhm.
or they're always working. You can see that without
Mm-hmm.
having to find that out. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
it's the weirdos that do shit like unsolicited
What
dick
would you
pics that
consider
ruin it.
a weirdo?
Unsolicited dick pics. That's when,
Wrapping it back for last week.
Exactly, guys. And if you were on our Instagram live last week or the week before, that was the topic on unsolicited dick pics. How we feel about them. Are you for it or are you not?
yeah, that's weird. What you just said, taking you out to eat, but you can only get water. Weird.
Crazy,
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy.
That's wild.
But
Like the audacity.
Exactly.
but
Like, I'm
also
worth a whole steak meal,
but
sir. Fuck
also
out of here.
you ladies are a little more closed off to like open conversation these days because a lot of weirdos are out there. So like if somebody approaches a lot of people, most of the time y'all don't even look or don't even want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little
It's the
socially
hey
over.
ma for me that I'm not gonna answer
Yeah,
you.
nobody's responding to that. And
Exactly.
especially
Or no, not even just that. It's just what are you doing?
Yep.
even at a bar too. Somebody tries to approach you, especially if you're with a group of ladies. You really don't want to separate from your ladies. Like
What's up, y'all?
you're not trying to give that individual, even though meeting somebody at a bar is obviously not the ideal way to meet somebody, but at the same time, it could be somebody you meet that's valuable that you're kind of just looking past because nah, we good. Like I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with my girls, we not trying to do all of that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like online. I mean, I got a baby out of online dating. I love my daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's
Wait. Rewind.
yeah.
You just said you got a baby out of online dating.
My youngest baby is a
From
product
online
of
dating?
online, not online dating, but meeting somebody online.
Oh,
So
interesting.
plus, look at the pandemic. You had no way to speak to anybody during that
Right.
whole.
Yeah. Agreed.
So
Right.
I don't know. Like right now, any out of the three of you, somebody approaches you in a mall or something. Like, come here for a second. Let me speak to you. Like, how do they approach you for you to actually turn
It's
around and give
for
them the
me.
time?
It's
Not the hey
are
ma.
you
That's
being
weird.
respectful,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, hey, how are you doing? You know,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're probably in the middle of something, but I would love to just get your attention for 2 minutes, and I would be open to that because you came to me respectful and kind, not like, hey, ma, come here or
Like
whistle
you
at me.
hot.
Like
Let me
I'm
That's
get
ignoring
at
you.
weird.
you.
That's weird. Those are
Yeah,
the ones you have
Yeah.
to look out for on the in the DM too. Like they approach you weird there too. Like that's just
exactly.
how it is. But
Right.
what's your ideal outside? Like, are you giving your number out today?
If they were to approach me correctly, possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
What about you guys?
Okay, it's kind of weird because I feel like when it came to COVID, right, and the whole world shut down, I kept going. I kept working. Nothing changed for me. Remember, I'm in the medical field too. So I kept going. And I was just kind of like on my dome. All I did was really work 24 hours a day, had nothing else to do. And so now, post pandemic, and I'm very outgoing and bubbly. Joe was like, yeah, but I'm actually kind of holding back a lot now. Like when people come up to me, like I get immediately, I'm like, why are you coming up to me? First of all, like now I'm kind of like guarded. Like I don't know what happened though,
Are
and
you
I think
guarded because you fear for like your health, or you guarded because you just don't want to
no, it's just I
socialize?
think the person to person interaction wasn't as normal for me anymore.
Yeah.
I think for so
So
long that we had to be inside.
yeah,
Kind of got to relearn that all over again.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
The dynamic of that.
Mhm.
I know Tati's not in this now because now she's in a relationship. Shout out to your relationship. Pretty happy.
Yeah. But we did meet, like, we have the long
no,
distance.
this is a
and
crazy
that,
story though.
And then okay. So
No,
the way
you
that
have to start from when you were little.
There you go. Put her on blast.
I knew.
Like you need to. Yes, this is too
I
cute
knew
for
this
me.
person from when I was little, but we never really interacted when I was younger. And then when I got older, I got reintroduced to the person. And because of the pandemic, all we had to do was like talk to each other the whole time. So that's how we really got to know each other. So I do think online and that whole idea of having to communicate first before you actually see somebody does work. It can work. It's just the person's intention behind it. It's who you're talking to, basically. It could go completely left, or you can be dealing with an imposter situation where the guy really just wants a piece of ass, and he will talk up a whole story to you to get what he wants, and then poof, bitch, he's a ghost. He's gone.
I feel like I don't need a story. I
He's
feel like you should
gone.
just keep it straight up.
Isn't that a little easier though? Like when you like a dating site made for that. Isn't that like more of a place for the weirdos opposed to like
But
I
isn't that
see
Tinder?
you on, yeah. So I'm saying like a Tinder is different than a Facebook.
Yo,
You
100%.
know what I mean? Because Facebook, I could scroll, I could see what you're into low key, I could see how you converse with other people. Like Tinder, for me to swipe left or right, and then now we got a connection is already like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that
Yeah.
establish that I'm into you by you basing it off how the person looks already? So you're in it for
Right.
the wrong reasons. So you're swiping in hopes of connecting with somebody instead of actually
Connecting.
through, instead of oh, I seen you went to, like you said, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Now say I see somebody that went to see Black Panther. Oh, I seen Black Panther was fire. Now that sparked the conversation. Opposed to me just swiping and now oh, she looks good, I want to hit. Like that's what it kind of forces you to think that way. No, like on a Tinder or something like that.
Yeah, I mean on Tinder it does. I feel like and you're on other dating sites, they now provide questions that give like a little more insight about what you're into. And then people that have similar interests are what pop on your feed.
I used Tinder once or twice. I never even really got into it.
Did you meet up?
No, I know. Like,
never.
Ironically, there's a lot of trans on there, so you have to be careful there. So like that's why I was like, you know what, this is really. I don't want to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because now you put me in. I feel like that's a whole nother topic. But like
that is going to be another topic, guys.
If you put that you're a woman on there and you're not, that should be classified as some kind of sexual assault. Because
but they identify as a woman, so you can't say that's a lie. That's what they identify.
But you can't take my ability to choose.
No, of course. I mean, if you conversate with each other, then that they should open up like, hey,
yeah, listen,
I got a thing between my legs, just so you know.
Like, you know what I mean? I identify as woman, but I was born so and so. You know what I'm saying? At least give me the option to choose what I want to do. Don't just
so if the opportunity would come to you, and that was the situation, and this person is amazing, like you met online, you about to meet or whatever in person. This is only like within a week, right? And they're like, okay, so I do want to go ahead and tell you before we meet in person that I am trans. I identify as a woman, but I was born a male.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, how you said the choice is yours. Now, how would that go? If you were already vibing with this person.
Yeah, let's say they didn't tell you like in the first 2 weeks, right? You're talking every day, great connection.
Yeah,
and
but
then
I was
they
vibing
tell you
with who I thought was a woman.
No, you're vibing with their personality. That's who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I thought you were a woman. So no.
Well, technically, like what if they already have surgeries and everything? Like they are physically looking like an actual woman, like they've done that.
No, but this is a fact.
No, it's not.
He's like, you put me in the corner now.
This is part of online dating.
It's part of it, and it's part of like what's really going out on there. And well, it's kind of question that we always ask is like, when should that conversation happen?
The beginning.
I'm good.
I feel like the beginning.
I appreciate you telling me if you had the Frank before. In my mind, it was there. It's still there. Like it's. You can say it wasn't. It's all good if you feel that way. If there was a Frank there for me, I'm gonna pass. But thanks for telling me before I went there and met you or whatever. That's that's stand up. You should have said that off rip. But I vibed with just like you guys say. Like you were speaking to somebody. Who said it before? Was it Ava? You met somebody, and then when you met them in person, it was like, who is this person? This is not who I was speaking to.
But that was personality based though.
This was based on the personality of what I thought was a woman. I personally thought you were a woman, bro. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. Unfortunately, like
I mean, it does happen. I've seen a lot now because a lot of these dating sites do have where now you can put on your pronouns, and then there is people's bios like, hey, they put like, oh, I was born a woman or I was born a man at first.
Not for nothing. You got to be really bold, right, to not have the surgery. And then follow through with it all the way up to the point where y'all about to fuck around. Like
there have been people.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's pretty bold, bro. Because
I think it's scary.
It is.
Yeah, like you should disclose. You know what? You can't deny it's there. You know what I'm saying? So like at least say that. That's a whole. This is a whole different topic from what we originally talked about.
No, it will be a topic one of these weeks that we'll
definitely.
About.
But what I meant to say was not to cut you off. What I was saying is like on the Tinder or whatever, like. I think in the beginning you only allowed to post like 5 pictures or something like that. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't got Tinder.
It was something like that. You were only allowed to post like 5 or 6 pictures. I can't get a whole outlook on you on 5 pictures.
But then too, talk about pictures on online dating. The angles, men do it too. Specific angles, filters.
To look taller.
They look taller than what they are, bruh.
To look slimmer.
Do you find that? Do you guys find that weird if a guy puts a filter on himself? I find it weird
when guys do on online dating.
I don't think so.
Profiles. Sure, I shouldn't be seeing this. That's
weird.
Weird.
But shouldn't the duck face tell you everything you should tell you? Men not supposed to be
that. No, I know. That's why I swipe.
So you shouldn't be surprised if
left.
There you swipe left.
I had to think about it. Which way is the positive way? Left. If I see a duck face, I'm not even looking at your name, your bio, nothing. It's straight.
Now, guys should be allowed to put filters though, because
I feel like if you're a real man, you don't know how to take a picture.
Why can't I filter mine? We both about to meet somebody new when we pull up.
Tati said, "If you're a real man, You should know how
You
to.
don't know how to take. No, you don't know how
Oh,
to
you
take a
don't know
picture.
how to
Like
take a
he's not gonna put the camera up if he's a real man and he just on there to meet somebody. It's gonna be like off, a little bit off. It's gonna be like
Feel
just a
offended. I
regular
try to take
picture.
good angles. Wait, why can't I try to get a good angle? What are we talking about here? Why can't I get a good angle?
No, I can see a guy putting like a good
Fango,
a good
fango.
angle in a filter. That's the combo: filter, angle,
Hold on,
fangle.
what
Okay,
filter are we talking about? Are we talking about like just a
no,
different
just regular.
color,
Just
or are you talking about the
Nah, just
dog
a
ears
regular.
with the nose?
No,
Like
we
that's
are not
crazy.
doing no
No,
Snapchat
no, no,
filters.
no,
Alright,
no,
cool,
no,
cool.
no, no, no.
No funny shit I've seen on these online profiles. Guys that
Mhm.
have those dog ear filters.
Yo, the dog ear
automatic
was really,
swipe, sir.
that was
I don't
really a
even.
thing.
Yeah,
Like
it was.
I was
When
telling my
I
bros
think
like to the
Snap
car, like,
came
why are
out.
you taking these kind of
Yeah.
photos?
That's not cute, guys. FYI, please don't do that
Nah, they-
because you were getting no
Or the
play.
panda ears with the fucking what is
Yeah.
that, bro?
The panda ear.
Panda ears.
Rappers and shit like, bro,
No
there's
play.
no that's
Sorry, sir.
not
Wait,
that
who?
in your song, bro.
Guys,
Yeah,
men,
guys do that.
men put these filters.
Panda
on.
ears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even now, I seen on Facebook dating their main picture is a whole snap filter. Now I don't
Oh
even
my
want to look at your
goodness.
bio. I don't even care. I don't care if you even went to Harvard, have 3 kids. Goodbye, sir.
Ask Tati,
I
like this
no,
is the
not
one
for me.
thing I do too. Like as soon as I see something, I'm like, profile.
Yeah, you gotta scroll through.
You
But
do,
see, look what you
Bye.
just said. You just said I go to the profile and scroll because
and
that
it's not
gives you that.
honestly, but it's not even to see like, oh, is he really cute? It's more of like, is there a woman? Are there kids? Like, what? You know
Oh,
what I
yes.
mean?
But
Like,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to
saying.
step
You have
into
that
something I don't
option
want
now
to.
with a
Yeah.
swipe instead of having to find that out. Even though you still they can hide their whole life, but at the
But
same
Oh, yeah.
time, you have an
my
option to
experience
scroll and
is
be like, oh, okay.
my experience, Joe, is coming from a different side though, and you'll
Mhm.
hear about it on the next show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're gonna go real
Because
deep.
I was
Oh,
under another study.
spicy.
We
Oh,
did
yeah.
some research.
So, real quick to give you guys a little insight, some of us in here we created profiles just for this topic to gather information to see how it really works. To
Oh,
see
y'all some
these,
ops. I
oh
see
yeah,
it. Yeah, no, okay.
because these guys, there's a trend happening where
Yes.
they're all send the same kind of message off rip. They post certain pictures and are really in relationships. We can find anyone, guys. 100%.
Oh my god, I got a
Oh,
story. I got a
FBI.
story.
So we're gonna know if you're lying or not.
Your
100%.
show name sounds like some op shit.
It's we give
See?
all,
The TV.
we give
The
all the
TV.
tea, guys.
Yes,
No,
we
you know what
literally.
happened to me?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no. Okay, so this guy had messaged me a few years ago, and I knew him like in person, and he added me on his Snapchat. And then one day I'm viewing his story, and this guy's whole dick is out. I mean, he's like jerking it off and coming on the bed. So I'm like, and in the
Wait.
story, in
Wait,
the
this was
profile
sent to you?
story,
This is in his story.
in his story in Snapchat. So I'm like, oh my god, he meant to send that to
Wait,
somebody,
what?
and it came on his story, like by accident. So I messaged him, and I'm like, sir, like your
Did that
dick
purposely.
is on your story. You know what this man told me? Oh, this specific Snapchat is only for all the girls that I'm trying to speak to, and you happen to be one of them. Immediate block. How do you make a whole Snapchat?
He
And
said,
just has
"Welcome to the Fight Club."
He's like, "Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Good morning,
I'm gonna show you.
angels.
I'm gonna show you my little ass dick this morning to get you up.
And it's little? Terrible.
Yes.
Terrible.
part
That should be a
always
crime.
Like, how many times does
At
that
least we
work?
get up a little bit.
Like, who DM'd them? Like, I need that now. Like, that never happens, bro.
I don't know, but
He added
but
me.
the
Or does
And
it?
this
I
is
don't know.
somebody I knew in person too. So like, I'm gonna see
Oh.
you again,
Yeah.
sir. I'm going to see you again. And now you just violated your own bed sheet.
well, the divorced man club just wrote
Shout out
how
Divorce Man's Club every Sunday.
there you go.
Yeah,
We
8 to 10.
we should just stay away from online dating completely.
I mean,
What about that?
If you stay
But
away
I-
from online dating, though, you extend your search of trying to find out if somebody is
So
decent.
I feel like for me that'd probably be tough because I literally don't leave my house. I work from home. I go out sometimes, not all the time, and if I go out, it's really with my brothers because we're all really
Family.
close and my
Mhm.
family.
yeah.
I really don't have friends like that. I would say I have a lot of acquaintances.
Mhm.
I mean, Joe, you're my friend, but still.
I was about to say, jab it low key of it.
But you know, like actual, like real homegirls, like if they lived here, of course, we would be chilling all the time.
We've been hanging
But
out.
they don't. They live on the other side. So I really don't have the opportunity to really be out there to really meet.
Right.
Same here.
So then it's like, what do I really do, right? Because for women, it's different. By the time you're a certain age, if you don't have kids, you want a kid, you have to you got to figure it out. I just turned 35, so it's like, all right, you know, how much longer do I have? And then if I meet someone, it's like, yo, do you want a kid or not? Like off rip.
It's kind of for real. It kind of has to be like that.
Why not?
That needs to be in your profile.
I mean, of course.
35 wanting kids.
That in my bio? Like I don't get
Nah,
it. You know?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever vibed with somebody like that was really, you know, I'm feeling this person that you meet up with him and he had fished you?
Damn, the hatfish, guys. See, it's real.
Like not like the bold, like the horseshoe joint. Like,
So, Joe, this is why I go to the profile.
what if you got a hat on it?
Okay, no, I'm gonna have to.
That's a red flag.
Red flag.
That's a red flag right
That's a
now.
red flag.
Look, I have learned. I know someone super fine from head to toe. Never smiles on picture, but it's hot as hell.
You must have to think
the
like
whole set is crazy.
Why
you
don't
have
you
all your
think he
teeth?
smiles?
Or is your hairline going backwards?
So is that a deal breaker? Like the teeth or the hairline is a deal breaker?
Oh, 100%.
For me. It depends because baby, if we could shave your head and you look cute, we could do it, Mr. Clean. We could pull that off.
True. We could do the bald headed. I think bald headed.
What if he just wants the horseshoe and the bad teeth?
No. That's a no for me, sir.
No.
That's why I felt the way I felt when you asked me, is the Franca problem with the tranny? Yeah.
That's different.
No,
It's
pulling up
different.
with a bad hairline and pulling up with the mystery Frank that I didn't even know was there is crazy.
It's not really crazy because they're online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on these dating profiles, like us, wanting to find someone else,
No,
right?
I get it.
They're just vibing. So you got to understand in their perspective, they have to find that perfect time to then let you know, like, yo, I got a dick.
You know? But I feel
like when is the right time?
Yeah, when is the right time?
Yeah.
When I hit you up,
hard.
like it's hard as a crazy punchline.
It is hard.
He's gonna
That's a
like surprise.
You know what I mean? Like, I think
hope you like surprises.
It's difficult dating online all around. And
Yeah.
and for us, we don't look at anybody as any different, right? So
Nate
they're
said,
just like,
"Open up." He's outside.
Imagine that being like the setup, right? Like, dude gets there, he fishes a boom. I had to show you this. And she goes, cool, I had to show you this.
But not listening.
I mean, and then at the same
So I'm
time,
about to buzz in.
That's Nate. He said he's outside.
Somebody's calling in. Give me 1 second, guys.
It's your brother.
Oh, we're all up in her ear now.
But I feel like
we got
thing isn't
we got
it like a
another
preference?
two hopping on
When
for a
Nathan's
quick
okay, I'm gonna run downstairs real quick.
for a quick insight on online dating as well. My brother and my sister-in-law, shout out to them.
I'm going
Uh,
for it. I'm going for it.
And we have another, like, what is it, 15 minutes?
I think so.
No, today's gonna be short because I have a.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, I have a dinner reservation. But next week will be 2 hours. Nah, I'm straight. I'm good. But yeah, so you know, dating online is difficult all around, right? So
And
just
and that's
imagine how
just
much
right.
harder it is if you were trans. You know what I mean? You want to connect personally, right? Your personality.
Yes.
So it must be really tough to be like, damn, I really feeling this person. At one point, do I got to tell them I have a dick? You know what I mean? Like,
Shouldn't
Like,
it
how
be
are they gonna
upfront?
take
Because
that?
it's just like a
Because-
preference, just like
exactly. But
it's a preference. You know,
there's people that are gay that don't publicize that on their profiles. So how do you really know who?
Yeah, but on a dating profile, you should. If I'm
You
I'm
should.
dating
Sometimes they
you-
don't, though.
No, of course, a lot of people don't, but you
Yeah.
should though.
yeah,
if you
because it
drop
could be
the little
dangerous.
Yeah.
little emoji or something, just so somebody can be like, oh nah, like it's not, that's not it. You know, like that.
I
You think-
guess. I mean, I publicize mine. I'm bisexual. You know what I mean? I like both
Why do you do that?
because I want the girls to hit me up too.
So
You
you
know
want-
Exactly.
So that means you
Really?
want them
They
to
know,
know what
they
you're
got a
into.
chance.
Shout out to the ladies. You know what I mean?
But
Shout out
you
to the
want
ladies.
them to know what you're into, though. Is what you're saying.
I want that because I want to have more of an opportunity to maybe find my
So-
forever. Who knows? It could be a woman. It could be a man at this point. The last 10 years of my life went to a man, and unfortunately that didn't work out. So who knows what the next step is? But for me, I do publicize that because I don't feel any way about it now that I'm,
Yeah, just
open to
There
it.
you go.
So,
Nothing wrong with that.
but I feel like it's
And
more difficult
baby.
if you are, transitioning. You're trying to get into your own skin. You're trying to get comfortable, and online dating makes it kind of difficult. I feel.
I feel like you should wait until you're done with that part. Like, till you're
The
comfortable.
process.
Be comfortable as you before you start trying to
Yeah,
sway
I agree
somebody
with
into
that.
thinking that you're something that you're not.
I mean, I wouldn't say swaying to
If I
think
look
that
at
you're
you and think
somebody.
you're a woman completely, then and I think you're not, you sway me to think something.
I don't know if that's the right words.
Why? What if I'm interested in somebody and I want children and I want all these things? I perceive
Then you
you to
talk
be a
about that
woman.
right away. Just like how you told me, like, oh, I should just say it off rip. Like, I want a kid. Are you fit or not?
That should be up there with I have a
So-
Frank. That should be. What?
I mean,
What do
I
you
don't know.
mean?
Eva Tati, if you were transitioning, are
Uh-huh.
you letting it know right away that you have the Frank?
I am. Then this
I
is
would.
why. This is my perspective as my safety first, because you never know if you don't say it up front how the other person's gonna take it, and then if you do choose to meet up with this person and you haven't let them know, that's affecting your safety at that point.
That's true
Also,
too.
I do, yeah,
Yes.
and I
I
just
agree with
feel
the
like
safety
it's
part.
yeah. So that's why I probably do it up front.
We
But
had
that's
those
just me.
those two movies that popped out. I don't remember the name, or documentaries. Sadly, those two individuals got killed for that specific reason,
Mhm.
which I got to look more into, and I'll give the
You
names.
can't tell
But
somebody how to react. So like I understand it. I mean, is it the extreme?
Yeah.
Yes. But at the same time, you can't not tell somebody that.
I mean, I feel like it is extreme. Even when I worked at Port Authority for Halloween, quick story. There was a man dressed as Marilyn Monroe, right?
Mhm.
He does his things gay, whatever. He was talking to these guys, and the group of guys were fucking with him just because he was gay and dressed as a woman. And they picked him up and threw him in the what do you call that again? Um, Rails.
Yeah, but that's
Oh
that's
my
a hate crime
gosh.
opposed to not
Yeah,
telling
and
somebody
it,
something. I mean, yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
it's
But that wasn't dating based.
no, it's not dating
That's what I'm
based. And I'm
saying.
just
Like,
saying the difficulty, that happens and how
Knowing
people
how they'll
react just
react.
because they're that way.
yeah, no, that's different. But
Mhm.
yeah, I understand.
But it's terrible.
I think if I was trans and I was in that, I mean, even me right now trying to date, like I'll from the get go be like, I got 2 kids, they're this age, like I've been married before, I've been through this, I've been through that. Like, are you down or not? Like, I don't want to waste anybody's time. So I feel like even if that was my case at the time, I think I would be upfront about it and be like, you know what, like I'm trans, like I was born a male and I just identify as a woman or whatever, blah blah blah. I am looking for this type of relationship. Are you in or not? Because I don't want to waste anybody's time either.
Right.
Yeah,
And
be
there are
proud
people
of
that
your
do
shit.
that because I've seen on profiles like I'm trans. I'm only into
Yo,
women.
the trans these days, you can't even tell a lot of the times. Like with makeup and shit,
Yeah,
like
they be
it's
baddies.
difficult, bro. Like it's
They be
hard to
baddies.
I
really.
really be looking at them and I'm like, how amazing do you look? Like I could
They're
never
like
look like
the best
that.
of both
Yeah.
worlds.
Yep.
The titties and the penis.
What the
Mine.
fuck?
Whose world?
Mine.
All right. It depends on what side you want. 'Cause
I love it though. I love it. Express
Mine.
yourself.
Yeah.
Express
I mean,
yourself, and that's it.
man, you got here at the right time, right?
exactly.
This is your turn to take
But
over.
we got two individuals coming on. My brother and my sister-in-law. They can give their insight on this topic too. You can get out the seat now.
Oh wow, booty.
Bye.
I appreciate y'all.
Deuces.
Nah, I appreciate you 100%.
Yeah, we do appreciate you, Joe.
Thank you for that. All right, he's coming on. We're gonna get another guy's perspective on online dating.
Did they
A
meet
positive
online?
result.
Did they meet online?
Hopefully, it's positive. We'll see. That one right there. Hold on, guys. I'm learning this board, so I gotta put on my sister-in-law's mic. Give me a second.
Who was saying they hope
Oh, here is.
it's a positive mindset?
I said, hopefully, it's the positive side of online dating. Give us all some hope.
Yeah.
I'm not even in your live.
Oh
Get
well,
my
I gotta turn my
angle.
camera there.
Get my
Aye.
angle.
He said, "Get my angle."
So this is my brother Nate.
I
Me and my brothers are very close.
I go by Nasty.
He goes by Nasty, WLC.
Pop Nasty.
There you go.
On
And
Instagram. Follow me.
for TV, we're gonna bringing people weekly on to introduce if they have any talents or you know, anything. Do music, poetry, art, whatever it is. We want to share the platform, bring you some light. So we're gonna be doing that too. Yeah, share your stories, things like that. This mic right there. And then I have my sister-in-law here, Fia. She'll give it another.
Wifey.
So his wife. And
yeah, don't look too hard.
don't look too hard, guys.
Get her good angle too. Get Nate out the picture and just get her angles.
Yeah,
yeah. She's not in the. She's not in the picture. She's not in the picture.
That's the point. That's the point. That
no, you can only hear her voice.
And my beautiful niece is here too.
Just know she exists. That's it.
For the rest of this. So perspective from a man's side on online dating, and have you done it?
I mean, I was listening to everybody on the way over here, trying to stay informed. The issue is just because there's a lot of thoughts that you want to put all at once. The issue is that guys have one shot, right? We can all agree. Guys have one shot, and if we're talking in person, guys have 15 to 30 seconds to convince you that
we want to keep talking to them.
Give you a quick little insight. Yeah.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
So the issue with that is, one, not a lot of people can think on their feet.
Yeah.
Right. So if I see you in person, I got maybe 5 minutes to get my shit together and hope that I have some type of opening line that's going to intrigue you enough to continue my conversation.
Agreed.
Now, if I actually accomplish that and I'm sitting here for 2-3 minutes, I didn't plan this far ahead.
So you only planned for 30 seconds?
Hey,
oh, fuck?
Many different situations. That's as far as it goes. Who knows?
30 seconds, guys. How do you feel?
Hey.
It's like, I'm gonna need you to pick up the ball and just keep the conversation going. And then that's what wifey did. That's why they together.
But the thing is, and this is the situation, right? When we talk about dating,
yeah,
it takes two, right? So if I'm sitting here, I've done my part. I've came to you. I've put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
I've opened myself to rejection.
Okay.
I've came up with a discussion that's gotten me this far. Now, what are you bringing to the table? Right.
But I feel like, okay, so if you're dating online, right, and as a guy,
share the mic close.
Here, I got you. Hold on, I'm sorry. There you go, take it. Here's your drink. Here's your drink.
Thought this was TV. Right?
Yeah.
It's in your cup.
I mean, you know,
have a michelada over here.
We all got our drinks. I hope everybody else does. But as a guy, let's say if not that, you know, now you're in a relationship, but let's say if you were online dating,
still a guy.
What would be your first message
for online dating?
Yeah,
shoot your shot, shoot or shoot.
That's your first message?
Absolutely, 1000%. You can't.
If I was to get that message,
I'll be sending question marks.
You guys can't hear it because she's not in the mic, but
the message is shoot or shoot, right? Shoot or shoot. You can't score if you're not in the game, right?
But I'm saying this is what you are messaging a girl.
Because then you got the no. I'm saying.
Oh,
I thought you
but
said.
No, I'm saying what would be your first message to a girl online?
Oh, I gotta wait for the proper story. I gotta wait for the proper story that's gonna pop up in your timeline where I could now, boom, I'm gonna relate.
Introduce yourself.
I gotta say something funny to something that you posted, right? We were talking about staying out of the ordinary, right? Stop being one of the other guys. Just, hey, what you doing? Hey, Ma, you look real good. Or yo, what that mouth do, right? I gotta actually come up with that's on exactly boom, right?
Thought he would have been like, hey,
I would have been like,
my love language.
It's my love language. But what I'm saying is, there's a good saying. I like the saying a lot. There's two ways to make a girl wet, right?
Yeah.
Obviously the obvious, and then the other one is, you know, they laugh and they piss on themselves. That's what my angle is, right?
True.
That's my angle is.
How I got here.
That's how she got here. That's how I got wifey. Quick story. I was trying to get with wifey for like 10 years, but she had like a bunch of relationships before I could get there. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's be playing a long game. That's all it is.
I mean, that's like Tati's relationship now. They know each other a long time.
Yeah, we weren't sharing diapers and stuff. Like we didn't play in the sand together. I didn't know her that long. I would have gave up at year 11, but year 10. So, but in regards to what my messages would be to women, It's I'm waiting for something that you're gonna post or something that you're gonna put on your story where I can now relate. I can make you laugh a little bit. And a lot of people play in the DMs. I ain't gonna play in the DM. I'm gonna comment on your page.
On-
I'm gonna comment
But what
under
if
the
it's-
post
Thank you.
because
Thank
now
you.
everybody else gonna feel a little pressure and they're gonna be like,
Thank
"Damn,
you.
who's that
Yes.
nigga? Dang, he's funny." And then boom,
Round of applause,
add
please.
likes on my comment, and everybody gonna put pressure on you to be like, "You better reply back to this guy." That's
I
it.
can see that. Yeah,
Right.
agree.
I've had
Yeah.
guys literally like a picture and then forward it to my DM and be like,
Be like,
"Oh, you
"Damn, Ma,
look
you looking real
beautiful."
good. Thank you."
Why
Go-
the fuck
go-
you can't?
go
You know
leave
it
that
took you
comment
longer.
Exactly.
You hiding from
It-
the girl supposed to be here?
Ex-
Yes, it took
Exactly.
you longer to do all this than just
I
to
don't
put
think
a
it's-
smiley face.
He's in a relationship.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
Come on, guys.
Well, I do got a question now though.
Yeah.
I do got because we're obviously talking about online dating.
Yeah.
Now, what happens to a guy? I'm sorry, not to a guy, but if a guy reaches out to y'all and he tells you, right, he's chopping it up with you,
Mhm.
y'all feeling the vibes. Not too much time passes, and he lets you know, "Hey, I got a girl, but we open."
Hmm.
I'm not. I'm too jealous for that. Sorry.
Depends
Yeah.
on the person.
Yeah.
It
I mean, we all
Yeah, it depends on everybody.
we all
I'm
have a
just too
different
jealous.
because if I'm openly looking for a relationship, I don't want to be with someone else in an open relationship. I'm good on that.
That makes sense.
But if I'm looking to just have a good time, you know what I mean?
I feel,
We good.
I feel you. But Ooh,
Exactly.
so,
There you go, Theo.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta
Uh-huh.
go
Oh, my
in it
bad.
more. Yeah. Welcome, Theo, my sister-in-law.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
So Theo, from a girl's perspective, and before you were in a relationship, how many people were you dubbing?
there was a time before
Online.
she was in a relationship
Well,
that exists.
I was
Yeah.
dubbing people left and right all the time. Probably like 4 or 5 times every 4 or 5 days.
every 4 or 5 days, guys. Wow.
If you can't see her on camera, she's a 10.
Yeah, for
She
some
really
reason, the
is.
camera doesn't
He
go.
won't allow
go
her
quicker.
to be on camera.
He's like taking up the whole space. He's like, yes,
I'm a
so
catfish
she get my
for it.
good angle. All we
I'm
see is
sure
his
that
arm
was good.
hair.
Have you ever shoot your shot to a guy online?
Online, no, but I did shoot my shot to a guy in Mexico.
Oh,
In person.
And
So
a
see,
year
that's
later-
That's for another story. That's for another, that's for another
Well,
time.
this is how open his relationship was, and my loyalty wasn't to his shorty. A year into like talking, his girl hit me up.
Ooh.
Like, we lived together, and I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
oh, spicy.
Oh.
but he lived far, so it didn't obviously work out. But yeah, I mean, he was in an open relationship. She was not.
So you was fit.
He was fit. I was fit. I don't
Did
give
you
a
hear what
fuck.
she just said?
Yeah.
I was ready to be his side bitch.
He was in an
Oh.
open relationship, but his shorty wasn't in.
But then that
She didn't know about
that
it.
also comes from you not knowing that he's in a relationship and you're already building all these feelings. That
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, see, but that's a different topic, right? We a year in, I didn't know you had a shorty, and then all of a sudden I found out you got a shorty, and it's like, yo, I'm already invested.
Got you.
And it affected me. But
You need to figure it out.
But
but in all seriousness,
have you ever sent messages online and got dubbed? Well,
Me?
no.
Oh,
Nate.
I'm like
Are
never.
you talking to me?
Yeah. So
First
while
off,
you talk about that, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. It was the White Claw.
It's
I'll
the
be right
tall
back.
boys.
Dang.
I
Rip
keep
the
it
seal.
real. I'm not going. You know what it is. The best basketball players know their range, right? Right. They
Mhm.
know where
Right.
to shoot from, and as I said, shoot or shoot. So I'm not going to take too many shots that I know I'm going to miss. So it's all about efficiency. Trying to stay efficient, right? I got self-esteem, right? I got to keep my confidence up, but at the same time, I don't want to say people shouldn't, right? Shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars, and all that, right? You should
Right.
try to, if you're gonna play out your league, play out your league, but also that you got to be okay with rejection and all that, which I'm fine with. I've been rejected. I take that on the chin, but I don't shoot my shot because I am not a DMs kind of guy. I am
Mhm.
let me walk in the room, control the room, and I will make an impression on the room. So I like to have a lot of conversations in person. So I've never really did the DM thing and hey, what's up? Or hey, let me take you out. Like unless I've already met you in person and now
Right.
I'm kind of reaching out on a second go around. Like that's a different story. But I don't think I've ever really started just in the DMs. I don't think that's really happened unless we had like mutual friends, and then I'm gonna hit you in the DM, and then I know that you gonna ask somebody about me, and my paperwork is good, my resume is okay, so they know about me. So I'm like, all right, go ask your friend about me. They're gonna say something good, and if not, they're gonna say something bad, and then you're gonna be like, damn, is that really true? Is he really that bad? Let me go find out for myself, and then it's all part of the game.
So when you guys say you guys met online, was it like on an actual dating site or was it just like on social media platforms?
We didn't meet online. We had mutual friends, as my story just explained. We had mutual friends and we met each other. I met her in the city from
At a
one
Chris
of my
Brown
boys.
free concert.
Yeah. I was, that time, that good 2010 decade when they were doing like free concerts and you had to wait like 3 days before to go see the concert. I was online for one of those. And my boy came up, and I was in the city with some of my other boys who might have been underage at the time. So we was all hanging out, and I met up with my boy. He was with a shorty, and then her cousin, which was wifey now. And at the time, I was like, yo, I got to leave and go chill with this girl because she's amazing. I was like, she is beautiful, and I need to go hang out with her. And my boys were underage. They was trying to go to the club. I couldn't leave my boys to go with this girl because I'm a nice guy. And that's basically where it started. I was always intrigued for her. We had mutual friends, found her on Instagram. We ended up having like a college class together that she don't remember. I ended up letting her use my eBay account to buy her man a hat for his birthday and all that. So her address was in my eBay account for like 10 years. I should have pulled up to the crib, but universe.
It's okay. She still came back around.
Trust the universe. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I think at this point, that's what we have to do. Can't trust the dating online only.
I will say, and this is kind of what I was alluding to on the YouTube. A lot of people are scared to be honest with who they are, right? They don't really actually know who they are as a person. They don't know what they like, what they dislike, and they kind of go with the trend of what they feel they should be into. Which, hey, if that's how you want to live your life. But if you've actually known who you are, a lot of people are scared to spend time by themselves, right?
Right.
I'm not saying that you can't meet people of the opposite sex and still have a good time, but people want to immediately put titles on things and they don't want to spend time with themselves. You could still hang out, date, but then come home, be by yourself. Like one of the best things for me, I had to learn how to basically sleep by myself.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
That is the thing, though.
Yeah,
it is. I completely agree because when I ended up my divorce, like I've been living for 7 some years with this person, and all I knew what to do was this person next to me, and I had to do exactly that. Relearn to either just sleep by myself, be by myself, enjoy my own time, be like relearning myself. I get that.
Yeah, I'm 32, right? So ever since I was 18, moved out the crib, I was in a relationship from 18 to basically 32. Like I was always with somebody, always sleeping with somebody. And then
you get accustomed to that.
At 29, when I was single, it took like 3 months for me to be able to go to sleep with all the lights off my crib. Like I used to leave lights on, not because I'm scared of the dark, but it felt like someone else was
Someone's there.
Yeah. So
shout out to my niece. She want to talk too. But it is a thing. It is a thing. And we do have a question here. Sorry guys if I take long to answer the question. I'm blind, so I can't really
I don't see them. So
are any of us open to a poly relationship?
No.
I'm too jealous. I can't.
What's mine is mine.
Yes.
No.
The proper question is to ask is, can you, not even if you're open to a poly relationship, can you actually, do you have enough energy for a poly relationship?
I don't.
That's nah. Whether or not you're open to it or not, is do you have the energy for it? And I'm not talking sexually. I'm talking, are you okay with 2 women needing your time? Are you okay with
he's asking for us
in general,
right?
Guys, girls, it's the same thing.
Like I cannot. You're emotionally investing in someone, and then you have to know, like, oh, they're emotionally invested into someone else too. That's a negative for me. No.
If you want to have fun, have fun. But I don't got more time for more than one wife.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
And
But
when you're in a poly relationship, it's not about fun too. It's about having an actual relationship with each
With
person
each
and then each other.
yeah, and who has
That's
the
a lot
energy
of
for that?
work.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't have the
I
energy for that.
struggle. I struggle with one person. I can imagine two. Like I
Exactly.
mean, like that's
And
I can't even pick a person.
and
Now
you
imagine
can't
two.
even pick a person. That's comedy. There you go.
I gotta find two people that are interested in me.
Right.
Imagine.
Let alone
Facts.
one. Right.
I gotta entertain you twice.
Yeah.
One day. I don't got time for that shit.
Yeah, it's too
No.
much. And then next question is: would any of us date a trans?
No.
I hang out with a trans.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they know where the fun's
I
at.
have friends. Yeah, but
Hang out,
date.
yeah, date? No. That's everybody's.
I feel like I'm the
preference.
oddball here, guys, because
I'm
I feel
telling you,
like-
you're the adventurous one.
yeah, I do stand. I'm more open to things, and I think more because if I connect with someone, right, like I haven't been able to connect with anyone else on a on just every other level besides sexually, and then it so happens to be that you are trans. For me, I'm with it.
See, but this runs back to kind of what you guys were talking about before. Is trying to put everything on the table all at once.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but there's a thin line between that, right? Because we can't sit here and say, oh, it's not working, I can't find anybody, or oh, online dating sucks, and then we get into a conversation with somebody, we put all our shit on the table at once, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, I just wanted to know your name. Like, I'm just trying to spark the conversation. So if we're like, oh, I want kids, I want marriage, you got 36 months to complete all of these things, or I'm not even interested in going and get coffee, like, yo, like it
I
comes
feel like
with,
that's me right now.
it comes
I think
with,
it.
and no, like I said, I get wanting to do it, but at the same time, it's like, yo, like let's wait for the third date before you start putting that all on me, right? I'm just in your DMs.
No, I can see that.
We ain't even get.
Yeah.
That's even
to
if you get
dinner
a
yet.
date, because now with this online dating, men don't even be like, "Hey, Friday, I want to take you out at 7. Dress nice. It's a nice restaurant." None of that.
No.
It's none of that. It's can you send me a pic, or it's
Yes.
can you
Come to
FaceTime
my
me
house.
today? Or come to my house.
right.
That's a
We'll
negative.
chill at the
Not.
crib.
Well, I mean, it's a numbers game. So I mean, you're gonna have to DM a couple of people to find out the person that actually can carry a conversation.
They're all
But-
saying the same
but-
shit though.
Yeah, but what we're finding out now is that a majority of these men on these online dating apps say the same thing.
Also, but just to keep it funky, I'm not opposed to the online dating. Online dating works, but we also have to, because it's the same thing when you're in person. Where are you putting yourself, right? So one of the things I told my sister before is like, when we're looking for a relationship, we have to find ourselves. Where are we finding the people we're finding, right?
Mm.
And if it's not working, then we need to change our environment, right? What is something that you're into? Oh, I like reading books. Okay, go to Barnes and Nobles, walk around and see if you run into a
It's
guy,
true.
right? Go to the library
Right.
if you run into a guy, right? So if you're you could still be online dating, Facebook prime example, go into a group that you find interesting, right? Now hang around in that group, right? Reply to some messages, see certain posts, find yourself under some of those posts, and now you can carry a conversation with a person that already shares the same interest in you.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
If you just on hashtag fuckboys and now we just looking at a bunch of pictures of guys with tattoos and six packs and have backward caps, and I'm trying to shoot my shot with all of them and they all give me the same message, then maybe I should go into a different hashtag.
Dang, Nate. Why
What
do I
do you
feel
think about that,
attacked right
ladies?
now?
What do you think about that?
I feel personally attacked, Nate. Fuck.
But he
Excuse
makes
me?
sense because you're always like, when you're talking to these guys, their platform or their interest lies in social media. So that's where the majority of their time is spent, and you're over there pondering why they're always online or why they're always this or that. That's where they're at all the time. So
Oh yes,
either this is good. Take notes.
I mean, yeah,
Right. That's a big one. That's a big one because if somebody, because you got to understand, right? A lot of people, male and female, they're gonna want somebody that replies back to them fast, right? Oh, I really
Yes.
like him. He really replies back.
Oh
to
yeah,
me. And then you
Right.
find out that, oh wow, this guy talks to me all day. Wow, he replies to
Right.
me all day. Okay, what else are you doing during the day? Why can you talk to me?
these are
all
good
day?
questions.
You don't got a job. Your job lets you be on the phone your entire day. After you're
Right.
done working, are you not driving home? Does it not take you 15 to 25 minutes to actually stop and not text and drive? So what are you taking the bus home?
But then you have people like myself who's very understanding of people's time because my time is always very short also. So I understand you have responsibilities, you have jobs, you have things,
Oh yeah,
to
totally.
do, whatever. If you're making time for me, I honestly appreciate that, but also don't expect the same thing from me, right? So it's that understanding, but then I've been like this with guys too, right? And then they're like, "Well, why don't you want to talk to me? Like, are you busy? Like, are you talking to somebody else?" Like, then I'm like, "Hold the fuck!" Like, I'm trying to give you
So do
space.
you
I
feel like it's
understand we're
expected?
adults.
So you feel like it's expected? Let's say if you answer right away, or let's say they answer right away, they're gonna expect the same in return.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
At least from what I've come across, like I've had literally questions like, you really at work? Like, first of all, I
That's
work
weird.
24/7. Like the fuck?
That's weird.
yeah.
I'm always at
But
work.
the reason I say that is to say this is a lot of us don't, not a lot of us, because I pay attention to red flags, but a lot of us don't look at certain things and say, oh, that's suspicious. Oh, that's weird.
I feel like that's
let's
us though.
let's look into that
Mhm.
some more, right? Let's keep that in our back pocket and bring that up later. It's like, oh no,
Right.
we just a lot of no, not y'all, but a lot of people that are just kind of wanting and looking and searching for something, right? They just want anyone to kind of pay attention. So they let a lot of stuff slide.
Oh yeah, and here's another thing they say. I had someone on live say, or if once they say, "Do you want to see something?" they automatically send a pic and don't even wait for a response.
A dick pic.
And that's
Yeah.
that's shooter shooting, and that's the numbers game, right?
I mean,
So,
It's
but
and,
but
and that's
but
the thing
would
with
you
online
really
dating. You
send
got to
a dick
understand.
picture just because you're trying to shoot your shot, like with
I've
nothing
never
to
sent an
wait on it
unsolicited.
though?
I've never sent an unsolicited dick pic.
It's
Yeah, so
whack.
that's kind of like the thing. It's kind of like, oh, okay, so like, hey, you want to see something? Like, boom, and it's like I was not expecting that.
Only because I'm actually one of the guys with a brain and knows that dicks aren't pretty. Like they're not. There's not.
bruh,
Their dicks aren't really good
we're
to
gonna
look at.
start exposing these
So
niggas. Swear to God.
I'm only sending dick pics if you are insinuating that you are. We're already sexting at this point, and now I'm just spicing
Mhm.
things up because what's the vibes when you get home?
Right.
But nah, send. I'm all for nudes. Yeah, send the nudes over. But
I feel like that's after you already established some kind of
Connection.
connection and you're on the same page. Not if you're not on the
Right.
same page.
also,
So
if we sexting and we ain't meet yet, then I just automatically assume you with that though. So why am I having a conversation about sex and you ain't even take me out yet? Why ain't we take you out yet?
He said
How
you haven't
we
taken
doing?
me out.
He's
I
like,
mean, it's
take me
2022 now, right?
out.
It's both ways. Both ways.
I'm 32. I only got taken out to dinner besides wifey. I only got taken out to dinner, like an actual date. Like they invited me out. Shorty paid for my gas and all that one time.
Wow.
Yeah. And I ain't giving her none, and I felt bad about it.
Did you? Why?
I wasn't.
You felt like it was expected?
It was a friend of a friend, and I kind of did it because I know the friend was like, my shorty's into you. And I was like,
I
all right.
mean, and we're gonna get into this more in next week, guys. But think of like, okay, if a guy takes you on a date, right? Does everything, like picks you up, opens the door for you, maybe even bring you flowers. Is it expected for you to give it up just because you had a nice time? You know what I mean?
But
No.
that's all the time I got. I got a dinner reservation.
No, we do have a
So,
dinner. But something to think about. Send your info
Excellent.
in about that. Thank you for coming.
Follow me at Pop Nasty. What's up?
Appreciate it. If you ladies have anything else to say on last words,
Nah.
Well,
I think we did good. I'm
did
so
good on
proud
our
of
first
us.
run.
awesome.
Yes.
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 We really appreciate everybody that tuned in. And
Yes.
once this is over, guys, you can also look it back. It's gonna be on Spotify, Apple, also YouTube, or better be recorded on the Reflex Radio. But right now, Reflex Radio is under construction, unfortunately. But you can. Any show is gonna be uploaded after that, and we're gonna keep posting all the social media platforms. Right? We do have TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Also, donations if you like.
Yes.
Anybody would like to do that with our Cash App, which is TVcast on Cash App. And am I missing anything? I feel like I'm blank.
No, I think
No,
that
guys,
was
I
pretty
think
much
you got
it.
it all.
Awesome.
And all of the information is also on all of the other platforms, the Instagram page, the Facebook page, which is also under construction, Twitter.
Oh yeah, we do have a Twitter
YouTube,
too. We're gonna
yeah,
keep posting all the links,
TikTok.
and yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
be posting some clips on TikTok. And if you have any talent, do music, poetry, art, any of that, email us
Let
it
us
at
know.
T.E.A.V.112845 Email us anything, questions, stories. If you do
Anything
any kind of
anonymous
talent,
too.
yeah, anything anonymous. We won't share your personal information, just your story. We want to have an open platform for everybody to feel safe, and where we spill the tea at. Also, anything through DMs on Instagram too. And next week,
Yes.
VMAC will be with us. So
Yes,
that's
they'll
gonna
be
be
all
exciting.
for.
It'll be four of us. And so next week's topic, guys, if you want to send information beforehand, is going to be in depth with online dating. If you want to share your experiences, any stories, crazy stories, thoughts about it, we're going to take questions. If you want to ask us anything, we are an open book. I do
Yes.
answer everything, each of us.
Yes.
Um, Definitely. So if you guys want to give your outro one by one, I'll go last.
So I'm
Okay.
Sasha again, always bringing you that tasty tea.
There you go.
That's all I got.
And I am Eva the Diva. And as always, stay blessed and safe.
Awesome, guys. And I am Anastasia. Never average, always savage. You heard? All the time. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to next week. Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Bye. Good
Bye.
night. Bye.